Okay, so I'm going to show you what I'm up to right now. I'm stripping this frame of all non-essential parts. I just want the steel, because this is going to be round steel. I'm going to be cutting. I'm going to be using it rather for this frame here a little bit. So we're going to add a rear suspension system to this, two on both sides after we add a swing arm. We are going to have to cut into this to install the torque converter, which will be going on the other side. But the torque converter basically fits where this clutch and chain are right now. The stage 1 kit will be replacing the exhaust and replacing this air intake, all plastic. But I don't know if I want to get a Mikuni carburetor or upgrade the carb. We'll see if that's necessary, but for the most part, I kind of want to just get this bike running as well as it can now before I do anything majorly extensive. So fix the suspension issues, because that's a major problem. And yeah, the plan for that basically, we'll reuse this existing bracket, but we're going to be chopping it, have the seat go this way, more than likely putting a swing arm somewhere. I don't know, we'll figure it out when we get there. But that'll be a whole video on its own. For now, what it's going to be is basically me chopping this frame up and keeping the steel from this to make something else. I think the steel is actually pretty much bent on the bottom, so this might be usable for something, but I'm pretty sure that's not the case. It's probably just far too out of whack. The top member though is probably just fine. So we'll be reusing this at straight junctions. And I have my eye on a tube bender. I don't know if I want to pick it up yet, but once the tube bender is in, we just get an order of steel over here and just bend our own steel and then paint it with the air sprayer, because I have the air compressor. I have the spray gun. Just got to figure out how to mix the paint. But yeah, you can spray paint. Pretty straightforward. In terms of what's happening here, I'm just chopping everything off, getting rid of all the struts and bracing that is completely unnecessary because this frame is junk. The new frame still isn't over here. I've got to get a sled and get the new frame on a sled, bring it over here, but it has newer parts, and I just recently got my larger socket set back, so that's going to be used to take apart the rear and front diff. Yeah.